everyone, Kai here. Today I'm going to be watching the first episode of Zom 100 Zombie ni Narumade ni Shitai 100 no Koto, also called Bucket List of the Dead. I'm probably just going to call this Zombie 100 going forward. But yeah, this show, I don't really know much about it aside from the fact that it involves zombies in some capacity. I have not read the synopsis because I usually try not to if I've already decided I'm going to watch a show. Try to go in as blind as I can. But yeah, so there's zombies is about all I really know about it. But I like zombie stuff, you know. I watched the Walking Dead show, played Walking Dead VR games, watched Zombieland Saga. You know, I enjoy zombies, you know. I know some people call them boring or whatever. I never felt that way. Just the idea of having, you know, an enemy that's not super powerful but just super numerous and you have to strategize around and all that. And yeah, I don't know. I just always liked it as far as like a supernatural horror villain goes. But yeah, I don't really know what else to say, so let's just kind of jump into it, you know, after I explain my reaction format. Because I do not show the anime footage itself in the YouTube video for copyright issues. I do show you subtitles from the show and a timer so you can get your own copy of it and get it all synced up and we can watch it together. If you're okay with all that, then let's jump in and see exactly what kind of zombie stuff happens in this anime. So, 3, 2, 1, play. Okay, first POV shot. Yeah, it definitely looks like a zombie apocalypse sort of scenario already. They usually don't listen, I'm sorry to tell you. Oof, brutal. All over the wall, too. And yeah, definitely a zombie show, if there's any doubt about that. I think we've alleviated it. Yeah, that city is just done for. Oh, damn. Oh, there's so many of them, too. That's pretty horrible. But man, already really, just like, high speed, just... Oh, is it just a movie he's watching? Did they fake me out? Yeah, I think they faked me out. Damn it. And here I was thinking they're wasting no time getting into the action. And the man's not wrong. You know, compared to working 8 hours a day, 5 days a week for minimum wage pay, is surviving in a zombie apocalypse really that bad? I feel like it's not. Yeah. I mean, I have work later today, but luckily I have time to watch some anime first. Oof. Oh, that is a terribly kept apartment. Tendo Akira. He was so happy and full of spirits, and yeah, being a worker can definitely rob you of that. And that's all been crushed. Yeah, I'm sure it'll go well as well. At least it's not a cubicle. Kosugi. So Tendo, Akira, and Kosugi are the names we've gotten so far. Oh, she's cute. Whew, yeah, she quite something. It was then I realized I'm gonna marry this woman. Please take all my paper, ma'am. I'll get you more if you need it. Saudi, okay. Saudi Tendo. Can I get your personal phone number in case I have some questions, you know, outside of work hours? Fight Dayo. Yeah, she seems likable so far. In addition to being, yeah, kawaii. Drinking party. Best part of work in Japan. I'm working on it. She took 2. Yeah, I'm glad I don't have a job where I have to wear a tie. I would hate it. I wear a polo shirt, but I get to have the top button unbuttoned, which is nice. Because it's way too, yeah, suffocating otherwise. Oh, there she is. I remember her name. The... I'm sorry, I don't remember her name. Well, that was her... I was reading the other name. Was it Saudi? I want to say it was Saudi. But so far, he's so full of energy. I look forward to seeing where that gets, taken away forever. Yeah, let's whip out those badges and get back to the old grind. Hell. Yeah, he even has a patch thingy on him. Oh yeah, I forgot in Japan it's not even just 8 hours a day, 5 days a week. It's just like, Zangyo every day. Lots of overtime, lots of just stress and, not allowed to go home early. Especially if you're a newbie, you're not supposed to go home earlier than people that have been there longer than you. Even if you have nothing to do. And back to Sanctuary, the bed. This is life. Yes. Of course, didn't have black in the subs. But welcome to the working world. You might as well live at the office, That way you're home all the time. Very, very relatable. That was a sick transition, though. Well, you can get used to it in a sense, but it's just you're gonna be a husk of your former self, which we pretty much see, later on. But I do admire his, he's sticking with it. He's trying to maintain that positive attitude and all that. Yeah, not surprising. Jeez. That's something you want to compete over. Okay, that's not too bad. Well, sure, just not this thing. Okay, yeah, that sounds about right. What do you call lose-lose situation? Away from you because you're yelling at me? Does that blow your mind, that fact? I think this had a comedy tag, but it's too depressing to be a comedy right now. Oof. I know dark comedy's a thing, but just... what if I don't want to? Can I go home, sir? Wouldn't that be nice? But you're not so lucky. Hey, Saudi, the one beam of light in this horrible black company. Did I put on deodorant today? How does she maintain her sanity? Yeah, I probably wants her to just, you know. Yeah, pretty much what I thought. Clearly not, because I can hear you. But because I mentioned something about, you know, how she stays sane, and then he calls her in there, and that's kind of all I needed to put two and two together. That's actually kind of what I was thinking. Like, I know you don't have enough time to really actively look for another job when you're that busy there, and it's not going to be a guarantee it'll be any better. And that, yeah, that's a reasonable thing as well. I mean, life just sucks. That's just kind of the overall takeaway here. That's why I just gotta find something to smile about. Think you have enough icons there, man. I don't think he cares. Yeah, there's plenty of other companies that would more than happy to go through all our unreasonable demands. I feel like we're gonna hit a breaking point soon. Yeah. He's just gonna off himself with a train. Definitely has hit that point. Commercial, yeah. And yeah, that brings us to today. So where is this going, though? Like, I still don't quite understand what the overall show is going to be about. How much time do we have left? About half an episode, so... I mean, you can always just quit your job and be homeless. I mean, that's always an option. Not a great option, but... Of course, wouldn't solve the problem of him worrying about his senpai having to pick up the slack with him being gone. Pay for my bike space, really? Especially as they automate all your bills and stuff. Please stop ignoring me. We're seeing something. Okay, looks like we have started our zombie outbreak. I had a feeling once he didn't answer. But, sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. I'll go back to my room now. Let me know when you're finished. You know, it's no worse than his boss yelling at him. But looks like he got into the paint. Yeah, good time to run. You know, maybe might want to run faster, farther than that. I don't know where you go, really, but especially because somebody just knocked over a can of paint, or several cans of paint, and which is understandable. Like, if zombies are chasing you, you're not going to worry about your art equipment. Oof. Ow. How did you not see that coming? I mean, what else would they possibly be? She's just trying to give you a hug. So he's just gonna have to take refuge in his own apartment, like. Because the good news is, yeah, he wouldn't have to go back to his job. And are we gonna hitch a ride on the plane? Probably not. Yeah, this is a zombie apocalypse, which is the best news in the world for you. Yeah, the best kind of day off, an indefinite one, like an endless one. I've never seen someone so happy for a zombie apocalypse. It's one hell of a zoom out. Oh my god. I mean, man, the guy just does not care. I am amazed he survived that. Still gotta figure out something to do, though. How slick. He just looks so happy. It is hilarious. You know there's something wrong with society when the zombie apocalypse improves your life. Okay, that's why they went with the paint aesthetic. Okay, gotcha. I get it now. I mean, that's the thing. You can do whatever you want because you're free now. That might be a trickier. So just... there's no concern about being eaten by zombies, I see. Aye, there's her. Wonder if she's still alive. And yeah, hopefully he's dead, so. Got the bike. Let's go. Yeah, there's a lot of paint to slip on, man. Definitely want to be careful. Might not want to yell that loud. I do wonder, like, how many other survivors there will be, and if they'll ever be at all relevant to the show. What? But I think I saw one in the truck, so. Yeah, Saudi. Well, let's see if she's okay. Hopefully she is, and we can repopulate the world together. In normal circumstances, it would definitely be a little bit, yeah, off-putting, but I think we can call it an exception. And, you know, welfare check in the midst of a zombie apocalypse. Hi, this isn't a zombie, is it? I'm not going to answer the door if you're a zombie. Please sign this paper to prove you're not a zombie. Oh, that's a bad sign. Okay, so she's probably home. Just probably... Okay, well... He's here, but luckily he's dead. We haven't killed a zombie yet. This might be a good one to start with. Jesus Christ. That is absolutely repulsive. I quit. Off of the tie. Yeah, throw it out dramatically, yeah. Just... I really don't want to look at it anymore, so let's hurry up and finish it off. Oof. There we go. Finally, he got it out. I quit. You can't fire me, I quit. And he is stronger than he looks. But that should be a fatal drop. Man, this show has such an interesting aesthetic to it. Like, very unique. But yeah, priorities, we gotta... So is she alive or a zombie? Because she's dripping. Yeah, she looks like a zombie. I mean, I was holding out hope, like legitimately, you know, I convinced myself she was probably okay, but no, she is not. She looks kind of cute, honestly, but I mean, I would still do her. I'm not gonna lie, but I'd be very careful with the teeth. But yeah, that sucks. At least we're gonna confess though, but not much will come out of it. We still have the Sakura petals, even though she's a zombie. She's gonna hug you again. You might want to be careful. You know, we can give her a microphone. She could join the band. So, I mean, love interest is dead. We quit our job. Where do we go from here? Yeah, for some people it would be a nightmare, but not for Tendo over here. Or anywhere in between. I'm gonna grab a Twinkie. Okay, but that's the music. Useful then. 100. I assume there was a title drop. I couldn't read it in time. Metamorphose. I can't even say it like that. Yeah, pretty much it comes in the show right here. This the lyrics. At least, you know, pre-apocalypse world. I also want to dance in. Morning, morning. We... This is really amazing lyrics in this song. Wow, that was an experience. Just splatter paint all over that wall. Bucket List of the Dead. Which almost sounds like a sequel to High School of the Dead, but is not. Okay, that was the first episode of, Zombie 100. Wow. Okay. Wow, I don't even know what to say. I mean, that was a great first episode. Let's get that out of the way. But, I think it was roughly half the episode that was dedicated towards the pre-apocalypse world. But yeah, okay. So, the overall, what happened in this episode. We had a main character who worked a terrible job for 3 years, kept at it because he felt like he needed to, right? And got more and more depressed and miserable to the point of, wanting to jump in front of a train. But luckily he didn't, because things, improved, and, which is a good lesson about why you shouldn't just off yourself, because you never know what'll happen in life. Things can improve, right? So, especially if you put your mind to it and actually make the effort, but anyway, he went through all that, and then suddenly the zombie apocalypse hits, right? And everything changes because he actually gets a day off. Not just one day off, but many days off, right? And the funny thing, obviously the biggest thing here, is that the world ending, like full-blown zombie apocalypse, a lot of people would look at that and be like, oh no, this is horrible, the world's over, what do we do? Whereas from his perspective, this was an objective, great improvement on things, right? It's just funny that people watch some of those zombie apocalypse shows and thought to themselves, hey, my life would be so much better if that happened in the real world, right? Because, there are some people that probably have gotten to that point in their lives where a zombie apocalypse would be seen as a step up. And if you're at that point in your life, hopefully you can make some changes and improve it. But that is definitely the biggest thing with the show, right? It's zombie apocalypse, which is nothing new, but this sort of thing where somebody embraces it as the key to freedom, not quite as common. But I'm glad I at least now know why the bucket list was in the title, because I read that Bucket List of the Dead. I didn't get it, when I first read it. Like I know what a bucket list is, but still, it didn't really click with me, really what that meant. But it means that now he has the time off and the freedom to actually succeed in a bucket list, right? Like that was never going to happen as long as he worked at that company. He had no time to really do anything else but work and get barely enough sleep to, keep it going, right? But now he does. You want to look at the paper since I couldn't read it before. 100 things I want to do before becoming a zombie, right? So pretty much, what I assumed what it meant. But that pretty much, that's the show, right? Just do everything you wish you could have done before in this new world before you become a zombie, right? So, I guess that pretty much was the title of the show, wasn't it? I just didn't really think about it much at the time, but yeah, just I don't know even what to say. Like the color was interesting. I didn't really get the color at first. I thought it was some kind of weird censorship because sometimes Japanese shows or games will do that. Like Danganronpa was kind of famous for having pink blood or whatever. So that's kind of what I was thinking at the time. But now it seems more like they're trying to paint the zombie apocalypse as being a good thing, bringing color to his life, to his dark gray, dreadful life. So that's why the zombies are covered in bright, shiny colors, because they're supposed to be a good thing, But I was kind of oversimplifying it to describe it that way, but you know what I mean. Like, they're adding color to a dark, dreary world. That's what the zombies are doing. And yeah, showing them at the bathhouse, that was quite funny. But he quit his job, killed his boss, so I wonder how many years he's been fantasizing about doing that. But, like, I actually legit convinced myself that Shiori was going to be... Okay, that's her name, right? Hopefully I'm not getting her name wrong. See... Is she not on the minor list page? I guess because she's not that important, because she obviously died. Oh, here she is. I had to go to the more characters. But yeah, Saori is her name. And she did die. Although I do see other girls on there, so I guess he's going to meet other people. Right? Like, Shizuka, Beatrix. Like, I'm not going to... read too much into that, but, because one thing I was thinking too, like, how many other living people are in this world? And will he make friends with them? So, It seems like there might be a couple, so that's good. And now that I think about it, I mean, the movie Zombieland also sort of had the zombie apocalypse as kind of a positive thing, in a sense, because our main character, you know, for one thing, we had like, what was his name, Tallahassee, A Search for Twinkies. Like, just in general, they were having fun, you know, killing zombies, and, you know, they were making the most of it. It did have a like a lighthearted feel to it overall, and there were some benefits of, you know, having all that freedom to go or do whatever. But I still wouldn't say it was like a full-blown zombie apocalypse, vastly improved your life sort of thing. I don't know. I think it's more of a middle ground than this show is, but yeah, anyway, before I got off track, but I was legitimately convinced myself that Saudi would be fine, and, you know, the boss would be dead, and he'd rescue her from him at the last second from being eaten, and then they would, you know, go off together. I convinced myself of that, but no, she's gone. So it actually was a little bit of a shock to me, but yeah, he did confess in the end, so I guess got that out of the way. But now I was gonna find someone else, someone living preferably. So. But yeah, very fun first episode. You know, some of the stuff they did with the animation was pretty cool and very unique, crazy premise. And I look forward to seeing just what's on his bucket list, what he ends up doing. Like, because the skydiving, I think you mentioned earlier, but you need like a working plane and somebody to fly it, right? I mean, I guess you can fly it yourself and then just like really quickly run out the window before it starts crashing. I don't know, but I never went skydiving. I wouldn't know, but yeah, very promising first episode. I'm definitely going to continue with it. So thank you for watching and hope to see you in the next video. Until then, bye-bye.